friends, it's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living. Boris is out there in the TV room. Violet's up with one of the kids. Happy Boxing Day. I'm gonna make coffee bread today. It's my mom's birthday. Finished Grammy, and she used to make coffee bread, so I traditionally make coffee bread. I channel my Grammy and pretend that she's here with me. Not pretend, she is here with me. And we make coffee bread together. Now, I did get up. I took Boris for a walk. Violet's with one of the kids. Everybody's still asleep. It's 8:35 in the morning now. I unloaded my phone. That took a long time. This punch bowl is clean. There's no need for that to be there. Not making bread in a punch bowl. Anyways, I scalded some milk. I'm just letting it cool. I melted half a stick of butter. 4 beaten eggs. I have a 5th one there if I need it. Some cardamom, some sugar, some flour, and a dash of salt, and some yeast and warm water I need to get. But I didn't want to start this until I had my phone, so, you know, you guys can hang out with me while we make coffee bread. Alright, I just got a washing machine going. But now I'm going to start this bread. So I'm going to put 4.5 teaspoons of yeast in half a cup of warm water in here. So I keep my yeast in the freezer. So it's cold, but I'll put it right back. And I'll stir it around. I'll probably put a pinch of sugar in there too, because that feeds the yeast. And leave it for 5-10 minutes, and then I can start moving and grooving. Alright, Violet and Boris are having their breakfast. My yeast has activated, I believe.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Merry Christmas to your viewers.
Okay. Dissolve yeast in water. Did that. Stir in milk, sugar, salt, cardamom, 4 eggs, and 2 cups of flour. Want to make sure this is cool enough, and I think it is. I will add that last, just so. So, sugar. I didn't measure out the sugar. How much sugar? 1 cup. Okay, just a minute. All right. There's 1 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. This makes 3 big loaves, like we braid it. So, salt, sugar, cardamom, and 4 eggs and 2 cups of flour. This is the ground cardamom. It's kind of expensive, but it's so good. You can't make coffee bread without cardamom. I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be coffee bread. It just adds a whole essence to this bread, and it's amazing. So I don't mind putting a little extra. How much cardamom does it say? 1 teaspoon rounded. Yeah, let's make it like 2 teaspoons. All right, I added that. I'm just gonna let it mix. This is my flour. Stir until smooth. Then add 3 more cups of flour. Stir well. And then we add in the butter. Yeah. So wait for this to be smooth. I'll have to scrape down the sides a little bit. I hate that. Alright, I added 3 more cups of flour. I just have it on low now. I'll turn it up a little bit once I just don't want it flying everywhere. And we mix that up. Stir well, and then add the melted butter. And then we add 2 to 3 more cups of flour until it's stiff. Alright. Let's add the butter. Even witches need coffee. Mix that up good. When it's all incorporated, then I'll add 2 or 3 more cups of flour until this is a stiff dough. Ooh, okay guys. I added like 3 more cups. So it's kind of stiff and kind of sticky. And we're going to make it work. My wash machine's spinning out. Mazai is the only one up right now. have my mat here on the floor. Should have an apron on. It's easier to do this with the kids still asleep, honestly. Nisha will probably help me braid it. She asked yesterday, which is fine. But just to get all this stuff done, and it's a delicate balance. This isn't hard to make. It takes time. It takes time. And I've asked Grammy to be here with me today. And I feel like she's here with me today. And to show her the respect and my ancestors and all this stuff. I call it coffee bread, but it's also known as Pulla. And this isn't her exact recipe. I couldn't find her exact recipe, but this is one that I've used. I forget where I got it years ago. And it's like hers. It smells like it. It tastes like it. So, just move that there. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn on flour on the table and let it sit for 15 minutes. So we're just going to let this sit and rest for 15 minutes, and then we'll start working with it. So I'll set the timer for 15. The knead dough, it says 8 to 10 until set and smooth. So I don't know whether I meant minutes or 8 to 10 times. I'll just knead it till I feel like it's how I want it. And then we let it rise 1 to 2 hours. I always do the 2 hours, but then I can get some other stuff done. So I'll be back in 15. All right, the alarm's set for 15 minutes. This is the aftermath. Man, my kitchen was all pretty well cleaned up from yesterday, but not too bad. Here's those little gingerbread things. There's that mouse trap game, which I will put back in a box when the kids are done playing with it. Oh, I hear somebody upstairs moving around. There's Kwanzaa candles my husband got. Yeah, I brought down that tub today, and that box, that's for Christmas tree decorations, and I'm not trying to cancel Christmas. I still feel Christmas. I just, in my mind, I have to prepare for when I go. So I might get this cleared off today. This is kinetic sand. He's got some kinetic sand. So it's not terrible, but I'm going to leave the Christmas tree up for sure, but it might just take down some decorations. And that way I can get this cleaned, and it's, yeah, well, maybe I'll do that. And I mean, I don't have a whole lot of decorations. This is the bulk of it, the tree, and then like the rest is streamers. You know what I mean? It can all fit into a box. Francis, I'm going to have to de-decorate you. Take your earring and belly button ring out. But you'll be okay till next year. And like in here, there's not a whole lot. My beautiful cards I'll leave up, of course. Well, that one's got all wonky. Here. You know what I mean? It's not a whole lot. And same with around the doorways. Freddie has stuff on. But it's not going to be that difficult to undecorate, but I will leave the Christmas tree up until after New Year's, or like after, yeah, the rest of the Christmas time, and the cozy too, of course. Okay, Google, stop the alarm. All right, I got some stuff down, not everything, but bit by bit. That's the 15 minutes. There, we're gonna take it off and knead it a little bit, put it in a greased bowl. I'll put it in a different bowl than the one, well, let me just turn you around. I'll put you like that so you can see. I might be cut off, but there. It isn't going to rise like some bread doughs. It is going to rise, but it's not going to be like a big balloon. For 15 minutes. Knead dough. Okay, let me put my gloves back on. When that happens. It's my favorite. Okay. Got a bowl here. Maybe I'll lift you up a little bit. Well, no, that's good. The main star of the show is the bread anyways. And then I'll go finish doing what I was doing. Oh, it's going to have to be a grease, so I'll spray that bowl. And I can clean up my mess. This was the messiest part, doing all of this. Oh, it feels so good. Oh. Yeah, it is nice and soft and smooth. And I've made this before by hand, like not with a stand mixer. It's a lot more work. So it's doable, it certainly is. I didn't have stand mixers back in the day, but if I have one, I'm gonna use one. That's about the max capacity I can put for a flour dish though, about 10 cups before it starts overflowing when you're spinning it. I can smell the cardamom. It smells heavenly. There. Now, place in grease bowl, cover, rise 1 to 2 minutes. It's warm here in the kitchen. I am just going to put a clean tea towel over top of this and set it on my stove top. Not the wood stove, but it's warm in here. So it should be fine. That way I can clear the table off and everything. And set the timer 2 hours. So we'll get some stuff done in that time. All right, so that's still all there. I just took the stuffies that were here. All the hard stuff goes in that box. I have to sneeze. But I took, oh, just a minute. I took that down and one right here and that one right there. And I half took this down and half took that down. Another sneeze. Oh, I'm going to take those down. Horse is playing with his new toy. They were just horsing around. I brought that garbage bag up of all the stuff. So that stuff's still up there. I just don't have all the tinsel or the garland around. And the Christmas tree is still up. I probably will take down the decorations off, maybe not today, but, and just leave the lights and the star on the tree. And all the Christmas books are still over there. But what I'm going to do now is just lift this stuff up. That's like May's and Misha's Christmas stuff. I want to vacuum. It needs a good vacuum out here and out here. And, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. You know what time it is. Alright, I just hung them up. It's about 10 after 11. I have about another 20 minutes. Maze is having some leftover breakfast. It's rising. My husband just got up. I can smell the coffee. Anyways, yeah, 10 after 11. We'll deal with that in about 20 minutes. And move on to the next step. Then we got to let it rise for another hour. Misha's about to make a swamp water punch in a juice pitcher. We had a punch bowl out last night, but she asked if she could make it in a pitcher instead of just doing individual cups. I said sure. So she has ginger ale here, cranberry ginger ale. We did have cranberry cocktail juice. I don't know if there's any. Oh, pineapple juice and cranberry cocktail. So she does her magic. The alarm's about to go off. And Misha wants to punch it down, but you make this. Do you want to get you a plate of breakfast?
Sure.
This is what's left. Not a whole lot left of breakfast, so she's got to get it while they're getting good. scoop some hash browns on for you.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. It is Boxing Day after all, and the first day of Kwanzaa, Grammy's birthday. Your great-grandmother, I should say.
Your Grammy or
My Grammy, your great-Grammy. Grammy Judy's mommy. I'm just going to wrap the remaining bacon up in this tin foil. There. Just 4 or 5 slices of bacon wrapped up in that. This can be our compost.
I just gotta test it out.
Okay, see if it's good. If it needs. Oh, there's the alarm. Okay, Google, stop the alarm. After you get your hands washed and put that away, you can punch this down. Well, gently press it down. 1 to 2 hours. Deflate dough and let rise. We don't even take it out of the bowl. She just pushes it down a little bit. And then we cover it again and let it rise for another 30 minutes to an hour. I always do the hour. Then we do all the braiding and stuff. Might as well put the rest of that in there.
It's not gonna taste good.
It'll still be alright. There's only a little bit in there.
Now I need to put more
Well,
stuff.
there's not much left in that or that. Dump it all in except for the cranberry cocktail. Except for that, that's my favorite. And everybody can drink the punch.
The bubbles are turning yellow.
That's alright. Violet got the rest of Maziah's lasagna. For heaven's sakes.
Lasagna got the rest of
Violet, yes. Anyways, Carrie made homemade cranberry sauce yesterday. She brought it out in a margarine container. The lid doesn't match the margarine container. Same brand, Basil. It has beans written on it, but it's cranberry sauce. You just need some duct tape on it, and it's very much a Canadian thing. Well, I'm sure it's not just Canadian, but...
Mom, this is about overflow.
That's alright. You guys can drink it all day long. It'll have to go out on the deep freezer. It's cold out there, though. Your little tiny cup.
I hope it tastes good.
It'll taste alright.
Because there's nothing else to put in there.
Yeah. Does it taste like garbage? There's Misha's brunch. 3 slices of bacon, 2 sausages, and some hash browns. Bon appetit. Yeah, all right. 11:41, Misha just washed her hands. Take the towel off. Oh, look at that. Just poke it down a few times. Oh. And right there. Do it right there. It's driving me crazy. Okay, that's good. Now, I'll bring you guys up so you can see. There. And now just cover it with that towel again, please, and we leave it for an hour.
Again?
Again.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Push it down again after.
Well, yeah, we'll take it out of the bowl after. So, anyways, the dryer's going. I folded that laundry. You got a little closeout there to bring up. I talked to Misha about taking the rest of that stuff off the piano. She's okay with that. Because it's still Christmas time. Just, we'll clear that stuff away. Sound good, Mish? Yeah, she'll help me do that after. Oh, I just want to show you. Misha wants some cranberry sauce with her breakfast. Upstairs to the landing. It's not up in the attic yet, but there's the aloe, which I rotate out with other aloes. There's a coffee plant, there's an ivy, and there's a spider plant. So, yeah. All right, friends, it's 12:49. Now we get to play with this for a bit. See, it's risen up again. You can see where the punch holes were. It's not as round as it was, but it's risen up again. So I'm gonna get it all ready, and Misha wants to braid one of the loaves, and I'll tell her when it's time. So let rise 30 minutes to an hour. Divide into 3 parts, and then you divide those into 3 parts. So this should come out because I did grease the bowl. Perfect. That'll be an easy clean. What do you think, Boris, huh? What do you think? Let's see if I can get it into 3 even parts, approximately. Ah. All right. I'll get you when it's time to do the braiding, Mish.
Okay.
This is approximately. There, I don't have any parchment paper, so I have these 2 sheets here. They're washed from yesterday. I'm just going to spray them, and we'll bake them on there, but after we braid them, we put them on the cookie sheet and let them rise for another half hour. Then we glaze them. Then we stick them in the oven at 400 for 20 to 30 minutes until it's light brown. So, that's what we're going to do. I'll try to it's sticky, but it's not so sticky that it's tacky. You know what I mean? Kind of like pizza dough. So I'll do this into 3. And you don't have to have it in a loaf. You can put it in any shape. You can put it in any shape that you want. So that's generally around the same size. This mat has measurements on it, so I just tried to use that like I'm a professional. I am not a professional. I'll do one just to show you, and then I'll get Misha to do one, and then I'll do one. I hear Misha out there walking on her stilts.
It slipped.
Oh, be careful.
It slipped on the bag. And
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Who knows, she might be in Cirque du Soleil someday.
don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like a circus that they do a whole bunch of fancy tricks. It's kind of stretchy, but I don't want to pull it too hard, or it'll break, and I don't want to, but it's, you know what I mean? Misha's right beside you. Don't play any music or anything.
No.
Now, if you let this sit for too long, it'll end up squishing back down. It's kind of rubbery. Can you spray that pan with that? Yeah, not the cleaner. I have a cleaner there on the corner with the actual cooking spray. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Just some Kirkland brand cooking spray. All right, this one's starting to get down. And then you just kind of pinch all the ends together. Pinch them good. Twist it, pinch it, give it a purple nurple if you have to. Purple nurple niche. And it's just like braiding hair. Try to make it good and tight, because you'll be able to stretch it out a bit once it's in a braid too.
775
Views.
And this one has 235. This one has 197.
Oh.
190.
So
And
there it is.
256.
And yeah. This will get bigger. Okay, Mish, you want to do the next one?
Yeah.
I'll get it into the 3 strings for you. But you gotta wash your hands again. Four. 8. Did you wash it with soap?
Yeah. Well, did I do it?
Yeah. No, Misha's doing this, Maze. All right. See how it kind of squishes back together?
Yeah.
But you can see the little bits of cardamom in there. There's little bits of like dark spots. Just like somebody put pepper all over it.
How long do you bake it for?
About 20 minutes to a half hour. You gotta keep an eye on it though, because you don't want to burn it, all this work. But we gotta let it rise again.
Delicious work. Yes, because we let it what?
We've got to put it on the pan and let it rise for another 20 minutes to a half hour.
Yeah.
And then we've got to cook it. Of course. Okay. Kinda. You sit there. Pinch it and give it a purple nurple. Just take one over at a time, like one over, and then over in the middle. That's pretty much it. Excellent. Forrest, get your nose out of here. This one's Misha's.
Can I do the next one?
Well, I'm going to sit down and do the strings.
Okay. This is one.
It's 1 o'clock, yeah.
Well, at least I don't think this will be done at the end of the day.
Oh no, it'll be done before supper, but it takes a long time. I started this early this morning when I was having my coffee.
Coffee pot.
So far it's taken 3 hours to get to this stage. Did you touch him? We'll take one and try to, get it down. Oh, we're gonna have to spray that other pan. Let's try to make this one good and long. We'll braid it good and tight. I'm going to do the first couple of folds just so you can see how tight I want it. Does it smell good, Boris?
Yeah.
You can smell it though, can't you?
Yeah.
So let me do a couple and then you can do the rest. I want it nice. Tight. Pull it over. Pull it over. Okay. Do you see what I mean? I'm going to pull this one over. Make sure it gets good and tight up in there. Yep. Excellent. Now you can see it's already starting to squish back in, but once this warms up,
it's gonna explode.
and there's the third one.
It's gonna explode.
I'll get some pictures and then we'll cover it up. I'm going to clean this table off finally and yeah, wait for 30 minutes. All right, there is the 30 minutes. I'm going to do one pan at a time. Here's an egg wash. I'm just going to brush them with that. 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to keep a close eye on it because it can burn on the bottom and not on the top. And yeah, that's why I'm doing one pan at a time, just so better. But you can brush this with milk. I've brushed it with coffee, sprinkle it with sugar. I'm going to do egg wash today, and then I'll do butter after and sprinkle it with a bit of sugar maybe. And yeah, it's going to be so good. So good. All right, I got 2 cooling racks. I put newspaper under it because I'm going to brush it with butter. And yeah. Excuse yourself. He's playing with slime. Lovely. Anyways, oh, it looks so good. All right, here's the third loaf I'm just about to put in. I put egg wash on it. All right, while that's baking, this is that load of laundry I did this morning. I just got it out of the dryer. Okay, a whole bunch of ruckus just went on. The third loaf just came out of the oven. I just glazed it with butter and sprinkled it with sugar. So they're all done. Look how beautiful these babies look. This is the third one. And just a really light sprinkle of sugar. But look how golden they turned out. Violet, don't even think about it. And they're golden underneath. They're not, you see? Hey. Anyways, I glazed them with butter, sprinkled them with sugar. I'm gonna let them cool, and oh my gosh, perfect. But Bday called, like FaceTimed. I was talking to her. I heard a noise up in the attic, like something scratching at the door. We had been hearing noises once in a while. It was a squirrel. So we had a trap up there. We caught it. And it was trying to get out the door, like you could hear it scratching at the door, but it was caught. Like, it wasn't hurt. It was just caught. And anyways, my husband has it on the back of the truck in a big tub. Misha and May's gone with him. They're going to go release him. And I'm glad, you know, like, yeah, he was harmless, but squirrels can do a lot of damage if they get in your house. Yeah, we don't get squirrels in I don't think we've ever had a squirrel in this house. But I don't think it was Timothy or any of my familiars. Maybe. But anyways, we're not killing him. We just need to relocate him. So they're going for a little drive to let him go. Because, yeah. Anyways, that all happened within the timer of these breads and stuff. But everybody's turned out safe and sound with the smell of coffee bread in the kitchen. So that's awesome. All right, the kids are asking to get into this bread, so. Woo. I asked Maze which one should we cut into first. He said the middle one. So this is still warm, but it's not right out of the oven. So we'll cut into this. I got some butter in the microwave warming.
Chunky boy.
And I know some people, like from Finland or over there, they'd say they eat it with jam on it. We just eat it with butter.
I want to try it with jam.
See? It's nice and moist. using I put butter in there to soften the sour cream container. Watch out, Boris. Well, it's soft. It's not as soft as I was hoping, but it's spreadable. Just a light coating of it. Maze, do you want the bum too?
What?
The bum of it? It's good.
I like the bun.
All right.
Am I allowed to try it with jam?
I'm not digging jam out right now, Mace.
Okay. Sour.
Is Misha downstairs?
Oh, no, I don't think no. No.
There you go. Take a snort off that. Let me know what you think. I know once he brings that out there, I'm just going to cut up this whole thing. Do you want a piece of this?
No, thanks.
All right. I'm just going to butter it and divvy it up to everybody. Well, hey friends, it's Tracy from Another Day. I'm just sitting down to edit this video, of course. That was a good day. It was so nice to have coffee bread. The kids all had it. I think there's just like a little nub of it left now. This is just a couple days ago. But it was fun making it and fun hanging out with Grammy in the kitchen and having Misha do a few things. I will incorporate Maze when he gets a bit older. He just had some boo-boos on his hands. So, yeah, no, that was good. I know after that, I went to bed super early. I was so exhausted. Like, I went to bed 7 o'clock or something. It was ridiculous, but I needed it. I really needed it. But anyways, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay, guys, with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.